Chirpy's First Brave Flight, A Tale of Courage. In a lively forest, perched within a small, cozy nest, lived Chirpy, a tiny bird with a giant dream. She longed to soar above the tallest tree. But every time Chirpy stretched her wings to try, fear whispered, "What if you fall?" So, Chirpy stayed grounded, watching others fly high. Chirpy admired her friends who fearlessly explored the skies. She often asked herself, how do they do it? Aren't they scared, too? But no matter how much she wished, her legs trembled and her wings froze whenever she looked down from the edge of her nest. One day, dark clouds rolled in, and the wind howled through the forest. Branches swayed, and rain poured heavily. Chirpy clung tightly to her nest, heart pounding. The storm had come so suddenly, and her friends' nests were in danger of being swept away. While Chirpy trembled, she noticed her neighbor's nest had begun tilting dangerously close to falling. The baby birds chirped helplessly. Chirpy's fear was loud, but something louder echoed inside her, "They need help." Suddenly, her fear of failure seemed smaller than her growing courage. Chirpy closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and opened her small wings wide. One flap at a time, she whispered to herself. With one leap, she left the safety of her nest. The rain stung her feathers, and the wind pushed hard, but she kept flapping, determined to reach her neighbors. When she arrived, Chirpy quickly grabbed a loose twig with her beak and steadied the nest. She cheered to herself, "You did it!" But her mission wasn't over yet. In moments of doubt, she remembered why she was doing this, to help those who couldn't help themselves. As the storm eased, Chirpy looked around. Not only had she fixed her neighbor's nest, but she'd also flown higher than she ever thought possible. A sense of pride filled her. She may have been small, but her courage was mighty. She now saw fear as a hurdle, not a stop sign. Chirpy shared her story with her friends the next day. Being brave doesn't mean not being scared, she explained. It means doing what's right even when you're afraid. Her small act of courage inspired others in the forest to face their own fears, one flap at a time. Remember Chirpy's story when you feel afraid or unsure. Courage doesn't mean being fearless, it means taking one brave step. What dream feels out of reach? What fear holds you back? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and flap your wings. Your strength is brighter and bolder than you know.